Good evening, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
This holiday season, Wayfair has.
Guys can let me know if you can hear me. I don't know how good this Wi-Fi is where I am. So if you could leave a comment, let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. All right. Thanks, Tripping with Dre and Michelle. Welcome in. Glad you guys can hear me. This internet's kind of spotty, so if I go in and out, let me know, and I might have to plan for this tomorrow. But it's going in and out. Let's see who we have here. Let's see. Cool Gamer, welcome in. Thanks for being here. And we have Trippin' with Dre and Michelle. You guys be sure to go subscribe to their channel. We have Yvette. She's here. Thanks for always supporting Yvette. Yvette is always here. All right. Is it Cassine? Cassine, welcome in. I don't think I've seen you in a live stream, but welcome in. All right. LF McKinley, thanks for being here. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I forgot what today was. I thought it was Friday for the longest. All right. We have Rachel here. It says MH fam and everyone. Hello. And guys, the family is here. We're at our hotel. We're here in Miami. So they're all kind of on their devices. I was going to go downstairs to the lobby and do this live stream, but the lobby seems to be pretty busy right now. So I'm here. So it probably won't be a really long live stream because I know they're going to start getting antsy here soon, but they are here. You guys want to say hi? They're waving. Joe Marie's coming over. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Joe Marie's coming to say hi. Tell them where we're at, Joe.
We're at a hotel right now.
What city are we in?
I don't know.
We're in Miami. We're in Miami. So if you guys are new to our channel or if you haven't been following along, we are currently in Miami. We are preparing to board Carnival Celebration for its U.S. Inaugural Sailing, which is taking place on, what's today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's taking place on Monday. So we arrived a day early because we were invited to attend the naming ceremony, which is taking place tomorrow. So we had to shuffle around and rearrange flights and things to get here to make sure we were here on time. We're coming from Ohio. We wanted to make sure we weren't going to have like any weather delays or anything. So we had to adjust our plans. But we're excited to be attending the naming ceremony tomorrow. Let's see who else is here. So I said Rachel's here. Lisa Leach, thanks for stopping in. Welcome, welcome. Just Kaya TV. Be sure to subscribe to her as well. Let's see, Michelle from Trippin' with Dre and Michelle, thanks for being here. And then my husband, he always has to leave a comment. Says, you're traveling again. Your husband must be very supportive. And he's like literally sitting right across from me. So it's been a while since we all cruised as a family. I've done, let's see, I think our last family cruise was probably Alaska. And that was in July. And then I think I've taken 3 without the family since. So this is our first family trip back as a whole cruise. So we're excited for that. Number 1 Lakers fan. It says, hey, thanks for stopping in. Yvette is laughing at my husband. Oh, guys, and number 1 Lakers fan is Dyson. So he's on his device over there too. Let's see. Tripping with Dre Michelle. So what? You're in Miami. Oh, yeah, we're in Miami. But guys, the weather's not really nice today. I think we're going to get some rain all week, it seems like. Tomorrow it's like an 80% chance of rain all day. And it's going to be the same way for Monday. So I'm hoping that the rain will at least hold off until after the naming ceremony, then after we board and do the sail away party and all of that. So we'll see what happens, but it's supposed to be pretty rainy. We got to our hotel right before. It looks like it's going to rain outside. It looks like it's actually going to storm. So we'll see what happens. We have Yvette just speaking to Kaya. Sig Cruiser. Hey, MHFamilyAdventures. Can't wait to see you again on Monday. So we're going to be cruising with quite a few other content creators. So really excited. This will be our first sailing where there will be a bunch of content creators. So really excited to meet a lot of people, start networking and things like that. So really excited for that. And Sig and I, well, we were on, Sig, what ship were we on? Was it Sunrise? I think Sunrise. And she was in the steakhouse, like she sat at the table beside us, and we didn't quite know each other then, but we kind of connected over time. So I'm excited to meet her in person. Just Kaya speaking, Lisa speaking, and then LF. Where are you guys staying? I still haven't nailed it down. Everything is so expensive. Now, LF McKinley, are you on this sailing? I don't recall if maybe you left a comment saying you were going to be on the sailing, or maybe it's the one after our sailing. But yeah, we're staying at the Element Hotel, which is at the airport. So far, I mean, it's not bad. I'll have a hotel quick tour up tomorrow. The hotel is nice. I like that we have 2 queen size beds, a pull out sofa, TV on a swivel. We have a full kitchen set up. So I do like that. But it's noisy. Like you can hear the airplanes, like it's right on airport property. So not bad. Like I can get over the noise, but it is, if you're a person that can't sleep with that, it might bother you, but it's not bad. The price was right. So Element Hotel at Miami Airport. We were going to stay closer to the port, like right downtown, but the pricing for that, and I think with this being the U.S. Inaugural, they jacked those prices up. So we weren't going to pay that premium. We'll just drive the 15 minutes to the port. All right, we have just Kaya speaking here and Sig. Let's see, everyone's just speaking. Let's see. It says the rain is so on and off down here. Yeah, I know. That's one thing that I don't miss about Florida, is the weather, just how it'll start pouring. It'll get real humid. And so I'm hoping that the meteorologists are just forecasting 70 to 80% of rain, and we don't actually get that. That's what I'm hoping. But it looks like as far as the ports we're going to, it seems like those will be okay. So Sig, yeah, it was a sunrise. It was a sunrise that we were on. Just Kai, I'm super excited for y'all. Thank you. Yeah, we're pretty excited. It's this cruise we've had booked for over 2 years now. So, and honestly, wasn't sure if it was going to happen with COVID and everything. I was like, this ship is probably going to be delayed. They're going to push it out. And then if you know, with inaugural sailings, a lot of times the ships aren't ready, so they have to push it out. So thankfully, you know, we're going to be on board. So yeah, so guys, welcome in. We have 20 here. If you guys could please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. We are also on the road to 6,000 subscribers. We are at, I think, like 5,600 or so. Can you guys pull up the number of subscribers? How many do we have? I want to say it's like 5,600 subscribers. So my goal, what are we? So we're at 5,640 subscribers. So our goal is to see if we can reach 6,000 by New Year's. That is our goal. So I'm hoping that getting some content out here for Carnival Celebration, that will help bring us in some new subscribers. If you are here, if you could double check to see that you are subscribed. Sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you. I don't know why that is, but I've had quite a few to say, oh, I was subscribed to you, but now I'm not anymore. If you could just double check that, that would be great. And then share out our channel. We're trying to reach as many people as possible. You know, just share that we're a family cruising channel. We just love to share our love of cruising and, you know, kind of how we travel and travel on a budget. So we appreciate you guys for always being here and being supportive. LF McKinley. Oh, December 4th. I thought you were cruising around this time. So yeah, but definitely like the prices. I feel like we were here back in June, was it? I think June. And the prices were a lot less for the hotels. I think because of the new ship being here, they've kind of increased things. So yeah, so I just wanted to talk tonight just quickly, and I'm not going to keep this a long live stream because we'll be going live quite a bit over this next week or so. So I just wanted to kind of to follow up on Norwegian Prima. If you have not watched those vlogs are available for you to view. And just kind of, if you had any questions about Norwegian Prima or cruising in general or anything, feel free to ask. Game changer. Hello, sis. Excited for you and your family. Thank you. And I really, really appreciate your support as well. Let's see. It says, hi, MH family. Love your content. Thank you. Thanks, Chantel. Thanks for being here. We were just chatting earlier. Let's see. All right. So yeah, if you have any questions about Norwegian Prima, feel free to ask. But just wanted to share, if you have been following, you know that that was my very first experience with NCL. And I know a lot of people, like I see on a lot of the Facebook groups and different cruising groups about like Norwegian NCL, the cost. I looking at what my experience was, I totally see why there's a premium on some of those cruises because my experience with Norwegian was, I can say, very different from my experience with Carnival and Royal. And it's not to say that I don't like Royal or Carnival because those are, I mean, Carnival is my favorite. But it was a different experience. Like it was like a different, like it was a bit classier. I could say that. The ship was beautiful. I shared quite a bit of videos and photos of the ship. The ship was a very sleek design. Loved the ship, everything about the ship. The food was probably the best thing as far as that trip. I mean, I think that's probably the most that I had eaten ever on a cruise. Usually when I cruise, I usually drop a couple pounds because I do a lot of walking and I don't always find things that I like. But on Norwegian Prima, the food was really, really good. So what I'm hoping to do is here soon to get on another NCL ship because what I'm hearing is that NCL Prima, it is a class of itself, is that it's a little bit different than if you're sailing on another Norwegian ship. So people have been commenting that I should try like NCL Escape or NCL Breakaway. So I think I'm going to give that a try here soon so I can kind of compare. But again, if you have not watched those vlogs, be sure to go back in and watch those. Let's see. And again, if you're just getting in here, welcome in. We're just chatting about Norwegian Prima. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop those in the comments. Yvette, how was your Thanksgiving dinner? So if you guys aren't on our social media, I think I posted on Instagram. So we're on Instagram and Facebook. So follow us there because I won't always be able to post to YouTube while we're cruising, but I will be able to post pictures and things on Instagram and Facebook. And that's what I'll do a lot of during this cruise. But I posted that I was doing a modified Thanksgiving dinner. I'm still healing from my shoulder surgery. So I had to really watch what I was doing and what I was making. So I didn't make our typical Thanksgiving dinner, but Dyson is he's so traditional with everything. In fact, he's so traditional that this year we will not be on a ship for Christmas. He asked us, he was like, he wants to be home. The last few Christmases we had been cruising, and he just said this year he wants to be home on Christmas Day. So we'll probably cruise around Christmas. Don't quite have that planned out yet. But we'll be home for Christmas per his request because he just loves tradition. But no, just did your typical turkey and dressing and mac and cheese and yams and some collard greens. So just a small meal for us. And it kind of worked out because it allowed us, I cooked it and we had it on Thursday and yesterday. So we were able to stretch that out before we left home. But yes, thanks for asking. Do you guys have special plans for Thanksgiving? Anyone cruising for Thanksgiving? And so this will be our first time cruising over Thanksgiving. And I'll be honest, like I saw the menu that Carnival has. I don't know if you guys saw it online, but if you look in one of the groups, they have it posted. And honestly, there was nothing on that menu that sounded appetizing to me. Like it had none of your traditional or what I would consider traditional foods on there. So honestly, I don't think we'll be eating in the main dining room for Thanksgiving, but I'll let the kids look at the menu and see if they want to try that. Dyson might want to go and try it, but it wasn't anything that sounded appeasing to me. But let's see here. We have author S. Shaw. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. Rachel says, sounds like my children, they would rather be home for Christmas and the holidays. Yeah. And see, the thing about it is that we tend to not give our kids gifts. We do the traveling in place of gifts. So like for birthdays and Christmas and things like that. So I'm like, well, Dice, if we're here, like, what do you think is going to happen? I don't know if in his mind, he thinks he's going to have like a tree full of gifts. Cause that's probably not going to happen. They'll have a few gifts. But I think he just wants to be home, have the homemade cookies, watch the Christmas movies, things like that. So it's possible that we might have Christmas at home, and then maybe the next day get on a cruise. I don't know. We haven't planned that out yet, so we'll see. I like to take advantage when I'm off work, so we'll see what happens. And let's see. It says, "Have you come across the menu at Emerald's? I can't find it anywhere online either." So it was that sig. I'm sorry, this is all in my way. Yeah, so no, I have not. Well, no, I did. I did see the menu for Emeralds. It is nothing like the Mardi Gras. So it is not that New Orleans theme. It's very different. And I'm gonna give it a try, but I really loved Emeralds on Carnival Mardi Gras. So so yeah, so that's very different. But I will be checking it out. We'll see. Let's see. Yvette asked if I've come across the menu. Yes, I did come across the menu. I'll see if I can pull it up here in a second. Sig Cruiser. Oh yeah, the food isn't traditional Thanksgiving food on the ship at all. No, not at all. I don't even know if they had turkey on the menu. They might have had turkey with like cranberry dressing. I'll see if I can find that here in a minute. But yeah, it didn't sound good to me. Game changer. How long did it take you to learn the ship's floor plan? Um, I I don't even know if I know the floor plan right now. It is similar to Carnival Mardi Gras, and I was on Carnival Mardi Gras with Andrew back in March. So I kind of have a sense of where things are based on that, but I really don't know the floor plan or the deck plan yet. Other ships, I pretty much know where to go, where everything is, but with this being a different class, and having only been on the Mardi Gras once, I don't quite know everything, but I feel like I feel pretty comfortable going in knowing where most things are. Um, oh, my husband told me to tell you guys I have a photographic memory. I do. So that's, yeah, so it makes it easier for me to get around because I do have a photographic memory. Um, let's see, I'm going through some comments here. Linda Jackson, I love your videos from NCL Prima. I'm booked on a 15-day cruise on Bliss from Miami to LA next year. Oh, that sounds awesome. Now, what ports are on that one going out of LA? Is it going to be, I'm guessing Mexico, right? So yeah, so what's happening? We have 2 days before we cruise. So again, we leave out on Monday. So tomorrow we have the naming ceremony. So I will be doing some pop-up live streams throughout the day. I was going to try to schedule them, but I didn't want to schedule and then not be able to show up because of whatever reason. So tomorrow, let me share with you guys kind of what our day will look like as far as the naming ceremony. Now we are attending the naming ceremony as, so you could attend as either media or as travel partners. And so initially when we got the invite, we were under the impression that it was under media, but when we got like all of our details, it was more on the travel agent, travel advisor side, which is fine. So I reached out to see if we would be able to attend. It seems like for the most part, most of everything is the same. The times are a little bit different between media and those who are travel partners. But either way, we will be there. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. So they gave us, and unfortunately, the kids won't be able to go with us. This event was, I believe, 21 and up for the naming ceremony. So we were originally planning on getting on or going over to the port first thing in the morning to watch Carnival Celebration come in. But we learned this afternoon that unfortunately the ship is going to be arriving at 2 a.m. It was scheduled for 8 a.m. tomorrow, but now it's going to be 2 a.m. And it's because there's a guest on board that's in ICU, it sounds like. So we're sending prayers and thoughts to that person and their family. So it sounds like it's possible that the traditional, whatever happens when it comes into port, that may not happen tomorrow because of that. So we will not be going to the port to watch Carnival Celebration come in. But let me see here. So I should have had all this stuff ready. So yeah, so tomorrow the naming ceremony will take place from about 4 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. So it's going to be a evening event. So they'll start off with for those that are travel partners, we get to attend starting around 5 p.m. We'll the actual naming ceremony. So I plan to go live for the naming ceremony if I can get a good spot to record. If I can't get a good spot, then I'm probably not going to live stream it, but just kind of look for, there's a possibility that at 6 p.m. I could be going live for the naming ceremony. From there, there's different ribbon cutting ceremonies going on. I'm going to kind of try to bounce between those. And then there's cabin tour. So we'll be able to kind of tour the ship before everyone gets on board on Monday. I keep saying Tuesday, on Monday. So there'll be different cabin tours that I can take. So I'll have those videos. And then around 8:15, they're providing dinner for us in the main dining room. 10 o'clock, there will be a concert, and there's no details or any information on the concert. I don't know if this is going to be part of the entertainment team there, if they're going to perform, or if they're going to bring someone on board. A lot of times these events, these inaugural events, will have special guests, special celebrities. And then by 11:30, we have to get off the ship. So it'll be a late evening for us. You guys know I go to bed like 9 o'clock, so I'll have to hold tight for this. But just kind of look out for the possibility of us going live throughout the day. We will also, when we get on the ship, because our check-in time is 10 a.m. on Monday, it's possible that we'll be going live as I'm like doing a ship tour, things like that. So just kind of, make sure you have that notification bell on. That way you can stay up to date on what's happening. All right. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know if you guys have any questions about NCL Prima or Carnival Celebration. So for this sailing, if you don't know, this one is 6 days long, and we are going to a few different ports. We're going to, where are we going? Amber Cove, Dominican Republic. We'll be going to Nassau, Bahamas, and Grand Turk. And so I don't have everything quite planned out. And usually I plan all of those things out well in advance. I think for now, when we get to Amber Cove, we have two different excursions planned for that one. One is the Ocean World Park, the marine park there. We have that booked directly through Carnival. And we also have a cab tour booked. So I'm still trying to debate whether we're going to do the Ocean World or not. But the cab tour, it was like $80 for up to 5 guests. And it's like a 4-hour tour of that area. And it takes you pretty much wherever you want to go. So I'm thinking we might do that route to save money. And then so we can see the area. This will be our first time to Amber Cove. So really want to see that area. And let me see, there's other comments coming in. So really want to see that area. Ocean World, really wanted to do Ocean World, but we did the Coral World in St. Thomas. And actually that vlog is out. That's one of our first vlogs. A couple of years ago, we went to Coral World, and it's very similar to that. So I'm like, well, we've kind of already done that. So we'll see what happens. But I was a little hesitant on the cab situation because they didn't quite respond back to my email. So I'm like, well, I'll keep both of them for now. And then when we get on the ship, I'll decide which one we're going to do. So Amber Cove, really excited for that. Let's see some other comments. Yvette says, check the carving station at the buffet. They have excellent turkey on most sailing, so I'm sure they'll have it for Thanksgiving. You know what? I have had the turkey from the buffet. I think that is pretty good. Usually the meat that they carve there is usually pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry. Game Changer. She said, I'm sorry. I meant on the Prima. Okay, so for the Prima, actually, honestly, that was a 4-day sailing, and I did not get a good feel for the floor plan. I knew how to get to the Haven area. I knew how to get to Indulge Food Hall, and that was really it. We were constantly looking at the app to figure out where we were, where we needed to go, and yeah, and they also had like these kiosks, like right by the elevators, where you could like tap where you needed to go, and it would give you directions, like blow by blow where to go. So if I were to step back on that ship again, I probably would still be lost. It's not a huge ship at all. It's probably like a mid-sized ship, but it's just NCL, being new to me, it was all new to me. So I honestly don't know that deck plan quite yet, but I'll get back on it soon enough. My cabin is on the 5th floor. I am now nervous for what's on 6. Now I'm seeing videos. Would mind mentioning it on your live? Let me see. My cabin is on the 5th floor. Yep, we were on deck 5. I'm now nervous for what's on 6. Now we didn't have any noise. We were deck 5 midship in an ocean view, and we didn't hear any noise. Deck 6, I want to say That's where, yeah, that's where you entered when you're getting on the ship. And I think you have guest services there. I'm trying to visualize. There's guest services there. I think that's where the Starbucks is. But we were on the starboard side, and so did not have any issues. I think the Starbucks was on port side. But yeah, so just look at the deck plan to see what's above you. But we didn't hear any noise, and it was perfect. So Rachel says, I always wanted to see those ports, never sailed there. Yeah, Amber Cove is, I'm hearing it's really nice, although it's more man-made, like a man-made port. But it sounds like if you go outside the gates, that's where you're going to find some nice things. Love to Nurse. Thanks for stopping in. It says, Ocean World is fun. Dolphins, sea lions, pool, and snorkeling. Yeah, so that's kind of what I want to do. But like I want to do because I think the kids would be more into that than they would be into like going around the town just seeing things. I don't think at this point I can snorkel because of my shoulder. But Dyson would love to snorkel. The kids would love to do the water slides and all of that. But I'm also part of me not wanting to go to Ocean World, two different things. So Ocean World, so what I'm finding out for Amber Cove, sounds like they've had some, I guess some not laws, but some rules put in place as far as guests that are cruising on the cruise line actually leaving the port. And I don't know if this came because of COVID or what have you, but originally I was going to book Ocean World directly because it's a little bit cheaper, although you have to still take a taxi, which is $20 each way for up to 5 guests. Currently, that's the price. But it included the lunch buffet, which is, they said like $18 or $19 per person. So we were going to book it directly through Ocean World. Also, because Carnival's is like 10:30 to 2:30, so it only gives you a 4-hour window. Whereas if we were to book it ourselves, we get off the ship at 8 a.m. Ocean World opens at 9. We could get there at 9, beat the cruise ship crowd, and then probably even stay longer into the day because I think we're there until like 5 or 6 p.m. So I really like that option. But when called Ocean World, they were saying that you cannot do it that way. I was going to test it and just see if I could, but I didn't want to chance the kids not being able to do something because I want to take a risk. But I felt like that was the better deal because you get lunch included and all of that, and you get more time. So that's kind of why I'm like, I don't know about Ocean World. We'll see. We'll see. We'll surprise you. Dolores Griffin, welcome in. It says, busy Sunday for you. Waiting next week for your vlogs. I'm on the celebration for January 3rd. Yeah, so right after the new year. Right after New Year. And we'll get those vlogs out to you guys as soon as we can. I do want to enjoy this cruise. I mean, I'm going to be taking pictures and vlogging and doing all of that. And I will try to get content out as quickly as I can. So we'll see. Oh, yeah. Ron wanted me to mention that. Yeah, we're going to be taking time as a family to enjoy this trip, not just vlog it, because we're actually celebrating 2 things on this cruise. We're celebrating Jo Marie's birthday, which is tomorrow. She'll be 7 years old. And then we're celebrating our wedding anniversary on the 23rd. So we'll be spending some time together off camera, of course. Let's see. Did your brother like the Prima? Oh my gosh. Yes, he absolutely loved the Prima. Now, my brother hadn't cruised in how many years? About 10. Yeah, it's probably been about 10 years or so since he cruised. And he really loved it. I think we would have loved a 7-day. He really, so I anticipate him booking a cruise here soon. I'm trying to cruise with all my siblings and different family members. And so when I was offered the deal, and I've shared this, I'm very transparent about things, that this was a cruise I did not have to pay for. It was offered with me being a travel agent, travel advisor. And so it included everything, tips, gratuities, drink package, Wi-Fi, everything was included. And so when I put it in the family chat, and I was like, and normally, because my brother, he's well-traveled, he goes all over the place. And usually when those things come up and I put it in the family chat, he usually doesn't respond. And it was like, I put it out in the chat. I'm like, hey guys, free cruise. And it was like, not even 30 seconds. He was like, I'm in. And I'm like, okay. So he got it. So no, he absolutely loved it. He had a great time. Edna's World, thanks for being here. I really appreciate the support. Priceless, it says, I've been to SeaWorld in 2019. I enjoyed it. Yeah, we've been to SeaWorld. SeaWorld's probably one of my favorite theme parks in Orlando. because the price is right and you get rides, you get the animals, so I really like SeaWorld for that reason. And I think Ocean World is probably very similar to that, but it doesn't have rides. So, oh, Priceless says correction, Ocean World. Yeah. I'm hearing nice things about it. I just kind of, in my mind, I try to find the best bang for our buck. Like if we're going to go there and we're going to be there over lunch hours, if we go there on Carnival's Pass, again, we're going there for just 4 hours. We're going to have to get lunch. That's another $100 for the family. And that could be spent on something else. So that's just kind of how I think. Love to nurse. Happy birthday, baby girl. Giving you a virtual hug. Jill Marie, she said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Said thank you. And we have a few more. Rachel says happy pre-wedding anniversary and birthday. Thank you so much. So yeah, it'll be what, 9 years? 9 years married? Yeah. 9 consecutive years. No breaks. No breaks. All right. Rachel, love your brother's face going down the slide. Yeah, that was hilarious. I could not go. As you guys saw, I was in my sling. I'm out of my sling now, but I still can't like lift my arms and things, or lift this arm. Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. But he had a good time. He had a good time. Game changer. I love your food review. Cannot wait, but I will not watch it at bedtime. Yeah, when I tell you guys that food, I have never been on a cruise ship where I felt the food was seasoned well. Everything on that ship was seasoned, and it was really good. And I'm not exaggerating. Everyone was talking about how great the food was. Even the drinks were really, really good. And like, I'm not a big drinker, but I felt like everything was really good. That was probably the highlight of the cruise for me. Let's see. Together we travel. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you being here. So yeah, so Amber Cove will be, and I don't know the dates. I don't know which order we're going in, but Amber Cove, that's kind of our plan for Amber Cove. And then we have Grand Turk. For Grand Turk, I have a excursion reserved. It's like and it's through Carnival, because there's not a whole lot going on in Grand Turk right now. And if you haven't been to Grand Turk, I've been there before. You have the beach right there. You have what is it? Not Margaritaville. Is it Margaritaville? No, it's not Margaritaville. Yeah, it is Margaritaville. You have that right there. You have, is it Jack Shacks on the other side? So there's different things to do right there in port. I wanted to, because the kids, this will be their first time going. I wanted to take them outside of the port area. So we're going to do a bus and beach stop tour. But if I can get a golf cart, we're going to cancel those tickets and get a golf cart, because you can get a golf cart in Grand Turk. It's usually $100 for a 4-passenger golf cart, and then it's for a 6-passenger, it's $150. So I was thinking about possibly canceling if I can get one. I tried to reserve one in advance, but they were already sold out. So that's Grand Turk. And then Nassau, I think Ron and I might take advantage, because I've been to Nassau probably 10 times this year. I think we're going to probably take advantage and maybe go to an all adult, all inclusive resort. So I'm looking at, is it RIU? Looking at that one. And there was another one. I've been to Breezes. So we might just do that last minute. That's kind of what we were thinking for our anniversary, to leave the kids on the ship and maybe go do something. Yvette says, happy birthday and happy anniversary. Thank you so much. And we have Raleigh Creative. Thanks for being here. Now, you guys are on Celebration too, right? I believe you're going to be on Celebration, so I look forward to meeting you. Sig Cruiser, I'm winging it on this cruise. I don't have any excursions planned. Sometimes that's the way to go. I try to plan things when we have the kids, because sometimes that's a little hectic. So they kind of have an effect. It's not a bad idea, especially with this being a cruise. I think this is going to be a busy cruise. So, winging it might be the best thing to do. Raleigh Creative says, headed toward Miami tomorrow to get on Celebration on Monday. Yeah, I thought you were going to be cruising with us. So yeah, I look forward to meeting you. So really excited for that. So yeah, so that's kind of the plan for Carnival Celebration. We will be, if you followed along earlier, if you're on social media, we flew into Sanford, Florida this morning. So I'm all about trying to travel at the lowest cost possible. So the flights, like my husband said, stretch our dollars. So our the flights were high going on this cruise, and there were a few different people that I heard had to cancel the cruise because the flights were higher than the cost of the cruise. And so I tend to use like Allegiant, Frontier, Spirit, those type of airlines when we travel as a family, because we can make things work. So we flew from Columbus, Ohio to Sanford, and we drove the 3.5 hours to Miami today. So I think everyone's kind of tired and ready to go to bed. But yeah, just wanted to stop in to let you guys know that, we're going to have a lot of content coming out. We are really trying to get to our 6,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And honestly, like if you guys would have asked me at the start of this year where we would be, I would not have ever guessed that we would be over 5,600 subscribers. So it's like just mind blowing to me that we have so many supporters that love our content, that, sharing our content. And we're so thankful for you all for being on this journey with us. So we do appreciate that. Let's see. Game Changer says, Sig Cruiser, hey, what's up, sis? Enjoy yourself. So it's just speaking. And then same here, going to be a busy cruise. We have no plans to actually stay on the ship the whole time. We're in Amber Cove last month and been to Nassau, but we shall see. Yeah, I always try to get off in port regardless of how many times I've been there. Even if I just get off Nassau to get some rum cake or something, I try to take advantage of that, because it's not every day that you can get to the Bahamas or wherever. So I try to at least get off, but we may not stay out very long. Definitely want to take advantage of the ship. And I do think we're going to be at almost full capacity for this sailing. So we'll see. So we'll see. So guys, be sure you have that notification bell on. Again, it's possible tomorrow around 6 p.m. I may go live from the naming ceremony. And of course, it won't be a live where I'm talking. I'll just kind of have the camera on so you guys can follow along. I do know that Carnival's also live streaming it on social media. So if you're not following Carnival Cruise Line on social media, they will be live streaming it as well. But yeah, so just kind of look out for that. And I'll be doing some shorts and posting on Instagram. We're trying to be more active with our social media. So you'll be seeing a lot of pictures and different things come through that way. So yeah, just be sure that you have that notification bell on, because we'll be going live. And again, we may go live again on Monday when we get on the ship. We should be on board, I'm guessing, by 11 a.m. So we'll have some plans there. And then let's see. It says, make sure you sign up for the live. I saw John Hill post a link for people to sign up. So there's an actual link. Okay, good to know. Thanks for sharing that. So yeah, if you're not following John Hill, he is the ambassador for Carnival. If you go there, sounds like there's a link. So that's good information. Thanks for sharing that. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to stop in and say, hey, and we're here in Miami. We're excited for what's coming. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to kind of wing it tomorrow, depending on the weather. Whether we're just going to kind of just chill here at the hotel. I have a little bit of work to do, or if we're going to try to find something here in Miami to get into, depending on the weather. So we'll see, but I'll be vlogging along the way. And let's see, Game Changer, thanks for the meetup. We will be waiting and watching. Yes. So just wanted to stop in. And again, just thank you guys for all of your support. Let's see if we can get to 6K by the end of the year. I think we can do it. I really think we can. So again, appreciate your support. We're going to go ahead and call it a night, because I think the kids are getting tired. And Dyson said who? Dyson's not tired. They like hotels, and they like when we travel. I don't like hotels, and I don't like sleeping in a bed that's not mine, but kids, they like that kind of stuff. So he's probably planning to stay up, but we'll see. All right. So, and guys, if you have any questions, if you have not watched the Norwegian Prima series, definitely watch it. If you leave a question, I do my best to try to answer those questions in the comments. So please leave it there. And, we'll see. So I'll hopefully chat with you guys tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow, the dress code. So you guys, if you follow us, you know that we don't ever get formal, or we don't ever really dress up. So I'll be wearing a dress tomorrow. So follow us on Instagram. I'll share a picture of my dress. But yeah, so there's a dress code for the naming ceremony. It was, what was it, babe? It was business. Was it business?
Something festive.
Yeah. So, and they mentioned like cocktail dresses and gowns, and the guys in a jacket. And that's, we usually don't do that, but but we'll do it tomorrow. So we're excited to be going to the naming ceremony. So, and I don't know if there's going to be any celebrities there. Honestly, I was hoping that Shaq would be there. I told Ron, I said, Shaq was there at last year's for Mardi Gras. And you know, his chicken restaurant, I call it Big Shaq's, but it's called Big Chicken. It'll be on board. So I was like, maybe he's going to be there for the ribbon cutting. And, but I don't know. But I did tell him that if I got wind that he was going to be there, that it's kind of like scratch everything else. We're just going to kind of hang out there by his restaurant, wait for him. So if you don't see me go live and you don't see much content for tomorrow, it's probably because we're waiting because we heard Shaq might be there. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Oh, looks like Alan at Family Adventures stopped in. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it, Jocelyn. All right, but we're calling it a night, and we will check in tomorrow. And also, I'll be going live from the ship, depending on how the Wi-Fi is. So we'll probably do some pop-ups here and there between the ports and the ship over the next week. So kind of keep a lookout. But guys, again, thanks for its support. Looking forward to cruising on the Celebration December. Peace and blessings to all. Yes. Yes. So, all right. And if I don't see you guys before next week, have a happy Thanksgiving. And we will see you guys soon. All right. Good night. Good night, Kaya. Good night, everyone.